Never listen to an idiot stands on top of the log pile. We are going to show you some tricks saves us some time on sawmilling and getting logs for our chainsaw carvings. So I spend a lot of time. Sometimes I'll spend a whole morning hunting out a specific log for a custom carving. The best way that we can do this is have our log pile so I can access them with a skid loader on both sides. I can get the skid loader on this end, I can get the skid loader on that end, and people would just be so surprised. You think, oh yeah, that'll work, and then you start getting into little details of that log. You could have sap in it, too many knots, cracks, a lot of crazy things like that you wouldn't expect. We actually have about 40% waste here. I have all my giant logs sort of on this one pile over here, but here's where it hurts me. If I need something way in the back, now we got to turn around and shuffle all these logs down. So basically I lay out 4x4 squares, stack the logs on the squares to keep them out of the millings pile that actually if you hit them rocks with your saw or the sawmill, then it just wrecks everything. So as much as possible, we access on both sides, and we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 giant piles here that we access. So, and then over here, obviously, we try to organize all of our slabs and so forth. But like this is great. I got a lot more room back here, and I can come from both ends. And we're gradually working on trying to sort the logs out, bigger, smaller, all in a group. The other problem I have is I got to sort them by age. So I let a log sit till the bark starts coming off kind of easy. If you grab them too early, it bleeds out sap. So it's the whole thing's like baking cookies kind of thing. You got to time it, you got to pick it, you got to get the right ingredients. It's kind of funny. You wouldn't think that. Now that pile down there was kind of interesting. They had a big blowdown a couple miles from my shop, and they had nice big super straight logs, hardly any knots in them. They were hanging off of the ground, so they kind of blew over, but the branch kept them up. They came here with no bark on them, but the sun wrecks them. So with the bark protects them from the sun. If the sun's beating on them like crazy, it cracks the outside. So they were dry, so we didn't worry about a mold problem, and we threw tarps over that one Pacific pile because those are really nice logs in there, except for the fact there's no bark on them, but they weren't cracked from the sun yet. So I covered those ones up before it rained. So that's kind of the best tricks I can tell you for trying to save time in the log yard. But I do spend a lot more time grabbing logs than you think.